That's my line. You're not going to shot. You're not feeling very good. I do not want to do
Yo, welcome to another episode of Points Podcast.
Paul.
We here, we got a special guest with us today. I want y'all to join in and welcome my boy Landon coming along.
Hey, let's give Landon some points,
Give my boy some points,
Landon.
helping us out tonight. As you know, the other two crew, the Megan Dunn, my boy Big Play Zay.
Hey.
Thank y'all again. So tonight, man, we gonna try to touch on a couple things. It's a little deep, but we're not gonna go too deep, but I just want to try to bring this to y'all attention. And so with that being said, have y'all ever heard of the term respectability politics? And if you haven't, that's cool, 'cause I just found out about a week ago.
I haven't.
Okay.
Hey, I'm elevating right now as you saying that.
All right, let me ask you again.
I'm ready to ascend.
Have you heard of code switching?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a form of respectability politics. And I'm just gonna read you a little insert so I'll give you a better definition of it. And
roll it out.
Go from there. All right. All right. So this kind of came from this article by this guy named Brando Starkey. And it says, what is respectable politics? It's a relative, straightforward, and centuries-old racial progress strategy. It instructs Black to disprove through their personal behavior some white notions that radical inequality persists because of Blacks' biological or cultural inferiority. All right, so another standard would be, like I said, a set of beliefs that conformity to prescribed mainstream standards of appearance and behavior will protect a person who is a part of a marginalized group, especially a Black person, from prejudice or systemic injustice. So when y'all hear that, does anything?
What's the layman's term?
Okay, how you move in the world is basically because of something that was prescribed before you even came into this world. So you know how your parents told you, like, you look good, dress good, speak intelligent all the time. And I'll give you a perfect example. You see, Landon has locks right now, When we were younger, you probably were told, that's not a form of hairstyle. You can't get a job with that. I can't walk around with the hair I have. You gotta look straight, you gotta look clean cut, you gotta talk a certain way, you gotta dress a certain way. Even to the point of like having an earring in your ear, because psychologically we thought, or being told we were doing something right, but we probably put in a box to not, put in a way of thinking like this gonna get me accepted out in the real world. When you see somebody sagging out too low in the real world, you might have this discomfort, like, I'm embarrassed by it, or somebody talking too loud. And a stereotype that we go through where you're in the movie theater, somebody talking too loud, or acting crazy, and you like, there's other people around, so you kind of have like this embarrassment. So that's all a form of respectability politics.
So like, for example, be like how they was like, you can't get tattoos, but you won't get a job, and then now modern times everybody got tattoos.
Yes, I'll give you a perfect example. How some people name their children. Mm-hmm. Like my name is Ye, Ken Ye is my name, and some people like, you don't want to put that on a resume. You got to put like a standard American name or something,
right.
You know what I'm saying, so you can get a call back.
Right.
That's respectability politics, whether we know it or not. That's the term that just kind of generated a couple years ago. A new term, okay. Yeah. So with that being said, do y'all feel like y'all ever fell victim to being in a respectability politics? Have you been a part of that without knowing it? Or if you think about it like, damn, I moved in that way.
I mean, that's what it's all about, being woke, man. I'm kind of woke on the situation, and I understand that, but, the diversity and the opportunity that I choose to put in front of my path, I mean, I got to understand that I have to put myself
out there in order for me to be successful, no matter what's going on. If I understand that right.
Yeah, them different variables, like you know what I mean. You wouldn't let the variables determine your outcome.
So you don't think psychologically that was kind of put into us at an early age?
I think.
Yeah, I think at an early age, I didn't. The fact that I didn't see it, like for example, black man going to the bank and applying for a loan. I saw that a little bit on TV, but I never really seen like my parents actually have to go in a situation and not succeed. You know, maybe if I'd saw them not succeed despite what they were telling me, I always kind of kept a mindset like I just need to be prepared, not be aware. I mean, be aware of the situation. If I'm not ready, I'm not ready. But did I have the experience or generational wealth passed down to me? I can only go as far as my parents, and not to say that I'm blessed, but I look back at my grandparents' house compared to my parents' house and to my house, and so it's something in route that's kind of working.
Yeah, I think our generation is different. Yeah, I think our generation was the one. Our parents were like, you got to work, you got to go to college, you got to work a job till you die. Like you know what I mean? Like we're like, no, we don't have to be in this box of working a job till we die. You don't have to go a certain route. You don't have to go to college. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that was like our generation is the first one that knows that we don't have to. What is it called? Respectability politics.
Yeah.
We don't have to abide by that stuff.
But let me ask you, because I feel like I want to get your thoughts on this. I agree with you, but did you feel like that 15, 20 years ago, before 2000?
As a child?
Yeah. What do you think?
No, I don't think it. 15 years ago, 20 years ago, I didn't have the maturity or the life experiences that I have now to really be able to properly sit back and judge the situation. However, I will say this: it's 24 hours in a day, and I think a lot of times, many of us in our socioeconomic and ethnic group, so to speak, spend a lot of time focusing on the bad stuff. And man, the game is going on right now. Right now,
you in it.
You in it.
Yeah.
The key thing for me to be versus complaining. Let's sit back and learn the rules.
Exactly.
Being prepared.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I mean to cut you off, but if you learn the rules and strategizing, like I'm who rules and who strategy is like what you're taking.
That's the thing, man. Like in life, man, you set your own performance metrics, whether it's qualitative or quantitative. You set that. So that's something that if you married, you and your wife, y'all sit back and figure out, okay, what is our goals? What is our strategy? You know what I mean? I try not to, kind of consume. I'm aware of what's going on around me, but I cannot let what goes on around me just dictate my life and my thoughts. I gotta go. Everybody has a different set of rules. This is the real. This is the real video game right here, man.
Yeah.
You're a character. This a character. I'm a character. He's a character.
Give you some prompts.
Yeah.
Get you an extra life. Boom, boom.
Trying to manifest some positivity, man, and man, we could do some good things, man. I don't want to be limited by a script that's been handed down to me.
Fast.
But that's my point though. Like I feel like our generation is the first generation to be like, we don't have to use this cookie cutter method.
Yeah.
We're not abiding by those what is it?
Standards of respectability politics.
Respectability politics.
We want somebody to give it to us. We want somebody to give it to us because we feel like it's old. Like when we've been in it, they put out these cookie cutters, like you said. Let me get right on the point so I can make sure I answer the statement correctly. Our generations, we don't have the education or the experience because a lot of times they put it right here in plain sight in a book, and we choose the opinion we choose the idea that we don't have a chance. When we're saying,
now?
No, I'm saying now. We're saying like this is our time, man. This is our time. It's up to you to take it.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's why something like this term is even relevant because I feel like it's being pointed out. I agree that I think it was there. Like I did everything my parents told me to do. I tried to move in a way to try to get to where I wanted to go. And then some of the moments you look back on it like, that ain't really me. That ain't really that. I just did what I was told because like you said, I saw the success of people who did that same script. And I'm like, okay, I'm trying to do the same thing. So I just feel like we didn't know that was going on, but I think it's still happening. But I'm gonna switch it from that to behavior politics. Do y'all? When I say that word, do y'all like when I mean by behavior politics is we all move in a different way in a different environment. You know what I'm saying? We like what's an animal that changes? Chameleon. And you know, depending on where I am, is how I'm probably gonna give out that persona. You know, when I feel, or if I'm in an environment where I don't feel safe, I'm gonna give off that. Well, that's fight or flight. So, depending on, like if I'm catching the train, I'm in a mode where I'm like, you know, don't try me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Versus when I'm going to get on a flight with my wife, I'm kind of just like, I'm going on vacation. I ain't even thinking about possibility of something happen. Do y'all feel like we not knowingly move that way in the world?
Well, you know, sometimes it's like a security blanket, man. But you saw the interview Coach Prime did. My boy, shout out that boy Coach Prime.
Shout out. Prime.
But he had, he told the guy it was interviewing. It was another brother interviewing. He was like, "Nah, man.
That's respectability politics.
Don't use that voice, man. Use your voice, man.
That's respectability
politics. I'm not gonna respond to that. Talk to me like you were just talking to me before the camera was on, man. What's up?" Coach Prime, you know, he was like, yes, Mr. Prime. He was like, no. And then, so, you know.
That's the perfect example.
Yeah, he was in that situation.
Did y'all see it?
Yeah, but I thought it was the other way.
Yeah.
He was basically trying to tell him, like, talk to me like you normally do, but Buddy was in.
Right, like when you interview a white coach.
I guess that's how he felt. That's how he felt. That's how he felt. But I feel like Buddy had this.
I thought he was like, what's up, Prime? Like, Prime,
No. It was the other way.
He
did that off
before
camera.
The cameras that got on, they was like, and Brother Prime, it's good meeting you and stuff, man. I was looking forward to the interview. And then he was like, are you ready? Yeah, we ready. I was like, okay, Coach Prime. So he was like, whoa, man.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. Be your authentic self, man.
Yeah, he kind of called him out.
Don't call me out. And you can kind of feel he kind of awkward. He was like, man, don't worry about them guys trying to tell you to do your job like how you
I'm sorry, I'm cutting y'all.
Be your authentic self.
Yeah.
You know, that's our Prime.
But Coach Prime was really, to me, he was wrong to do it where he did it because that's that man's job. That's his profession.
Right.
He probably went to journalist school and was, you know, put in that position to be over there interviewing him because of all the work he's put in to get there.
Right.
So I feel like, you know, that could have been something he put him on camera and told him like, hey man, so you know, you can do that with me. You don't have to feel like that. But to put him on the spot on the camera, it was like some people say he was being professional. Right. What is respected politics or that's subjective? Yeah,
that's
like
what Coach Prime was saying.
Yeah, that's like I spoke about earlier too about like tattoos. Like back in a certain time, you couldn't have tattoos to be professional, but now everybody, like the CEO, gonna have, you know what I'm saying? Gonna have tattoos.
That's them just trying to control the narrative, and you know when they want to elevate those characteristics. It's okay when they choose to elevate those characteristics. Like, you know, I think Shay Shaw say what he want to say. Yeah. You know, but it's elevated in respect. It was like we can't die to get in front of it. But it's a brand and something that they feel like they can control. But you know, here it is. This guy don't. No, you work for us. You know.
Yeah. But I think I agree. But like to take it away from like culture and race and all that. But like if you go to a wedding, you dress in a way to be like appropriate for that wedding.
Right.
Is that considered behavior politics or respectable politics where you like, this is how the standard of I'm supposed to dress, I'm supposed to wear a suit on, you know what I'm saying? Like you could be like, I want to go this.
I think it who sets the standard. You got to think even with like, let's go back to church. Right. At one time at church you had to have on your Sunday's best.
Yeah.
Now they say come as you are.
That's true.
As long as you come in the house and worship him.
Yeah.
But a lot of invitations, they come with instructions though. You know.
Yeah, but why? That's what I'm saying. Who said we wearing tuxedos to the wedding? We don't have tuxedos. Why we not wearing tuxedos now? That's what I'm saying.
That's just like a restaurant. Just like a restaurant might be formal attire only, even in the restaurant.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. Who dictated that term? Who dictated that we move in that way? Somebody did it, and we're all doing it. Right. You went to a wedding last week. Like, why somebody say come in jeans? Why was suit and all that?
If that's the case, wouldn't they say come in jeans? That'll be a part of, you know.
Yeah, still the same thing you're saying.
Yeah. I agree, but I'm saying nobody's doing that.
But maybe, but that's the thing. Maybe it's just your circles might not be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Or people who are doing it, we're not in their sphere of influence, or we're not just kicking with them like that.
Okay. Do y'all know anybody, or with y'all ever, like, have y'all ever been in a situation where it kind of caught you off guard, where it was like, oh, dang, they doing this that's completely against the norm I've seen before?
Right. And I think that's a communication thing. You know, I think culture and communication, why, you know, they say they must didn't get the memo. You know, and we talking about, you know, I just had a formal event. You know, I chose to come with my best, and some people might thought that was their best.
They're their best. That's subjective.
Yeah, that's subjective to it.
It is subjective.
Yeah, that's subjective.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out who making these rules that, you know what I'm saying.
But order is in play, man. If not, we'll have chaos. You know, I mean, like,
point.
we do need some order and stuff. Shoot, some people, like, you might show up absurdly nude.
All right, well, let me ask you this, Landon. Why we don't, you know, orders? Yeah, we do need order, but teaching why aren't we teaching outside? Why we got to be in the, you know, necessarily in the classroom? Who came up with that?
You know what? I don't know who does that, but I will say, man, you know, it's 2022, man, and you know, I mean, you walking around with a library in your pocket. Everybody got one, man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I think, man, like I said, I keep harping back on 2022, man. It's an age of information. The stuff that's been holding you back. Hey, man, now the playing field has been, you know, been kind of level to a certain extent. You got the opportunity and the time, man. Use some of that information, put it together, and keep it moving. You could be in class right now when we cut the camera off, man, and just look up what you want to look up.
Yeah, I looked up. Yeah.
My hobby is building drones, man. I'm in my lab all the time, just reading and figuring out how to program the software, how to solder different. What are some new stuff to come out?
Yeah.
I ain't go to school for that. You know, that's what I do in my own time. So, you know,
Yeah, I like that. I just think, like, again, like I said, we're in a world where we're definitely going against was deemed correct, politically correct. People are making their own ways, and you know how they say, you know, a lot of people like to use the word unapologetically black, you know, a lot, and how they move. But I don't necessarily think you have to use that term just to do what you want to do. You just choosing to walk your own walk, your own way of life, and you know, we're gonna continue doing that. We're doing that right now with this conversation and with our podcast.
Yeah,
so
facts.
With that being said, you know, I'm gonna wrap this up. You know, I thank you, Landon, for joining us, man. We appreciate it.
Points
to y'all for checking us out. We hope y'all took something from this. Hope it wasn't too all over the place. I was trying to be, you know, whatever.
Hey, man, that was
thank y'all.
Appreciate it, man.
We'll see y'all next time.
Share and notify.
Peace. Holla at y'all.
Points podcast.
Points.